welcome into a broadcast of volleyball tonight in Eunice. This is Eunice versus Lovington, a cross-county match, a rivalry. These two teams have met before this season. We'll talk about that, get into this, give you some background on the teams and where they stand as a pregame clock is running with a little over 17 minutes left. And I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle, who is doing color and running camera. And we hope that you will listen and watch the broadcast, which is being brought to you on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com, as we are doing the call for both Eunice and Lovington tonight. Jimmy Jones and his crew had some conflicts and other commitments, and so we are doing this broadcast for both of these teams, representing them in the broadcast tonight, TJ.
Well, we are, and great to have you with us wherever you happen to be around southeast New Mexico and the world tonight. And two teams that are looking for a win. Lovington is still looking for their first victory of the season. They've gotten some set wins, but they haven't managed to get that final W in the column yet. Eunice, an extremely young team at 4-7 on the year, and for Eunice, they've got seniors and freshmen, looks like, and two sophomores.
They comparing the rosters, TJ, Eunice has 11 on their roster. 4 of them are seniors, 2 sophomores, 1. And the rest are freshmen. There are no juniors. So, yeah, aside from, a few girls and the leadership of a few seniors, handful of seniors, it is a young team. And we'll talk about their season a little bit more. But comparing them to Lovington, there are 14 on the Lady Cats roster, 6 seniors, 1 junior, 4 sophomores, 2 freshmen. So it's kind of a flip side, because the seniors who are on this team have been accustomed to playing together on volleyball and multiple sports, as athletes for several seasons now. However, it's interesting to note the seniors this year have had at least 3 different head coaches in their time on playing volleyball for Lovington High School.
Yeah, they have. It's been a position that has been in transition, I guess, would be the best way to put it. And actually, I think it's 4 in, because they had 2 different head coaches last year.
At least 3, yeah. I said at least 3.
I think it's actually been at least 4.
And so and I knew I left room for more than the 3, because I wasn't quite sure who all. I thought there had been 1 or 2 others in there. So our point in talking about this is that, it's difficult to achieve, a lot of consistency when you are changing, and that's not a knock against any of the players or the coaches that they've had. It's a fact. You get a different coach, even if they've come up and maybe been in the system for a while. You're going to have a new system, and you're going to have it's just hard to be consistent, and build consistency and build your program from season to season to season to season with that many different coaches at the helm, head coaches at the helm. So nothing against the girls. I think they've endured and played about as well as they can during that time, and have seen a lot of growth. And this season, you're right, they're looking for their first match win. They've won 5 sets. A lot of 5s so far this season. They've won 5 sets. They've played 5 5A opponents on their schedule. They played a lot of classifications above themselves, and that's got to be tough when you're in a basically a building mode for your team and your program, and you're playing, above yourself, and you're just expecting that you're going to have a lot of learning experiences in those matches, but you're probably not going to be successful in winning sets and matches with those teams that are ahead of you in that classification. So they've had a lot of opportunities for growth and for learning, and now they've just got to put it all together. The good thing is they've got 5 more matches. I told you that there were a lot of 5s here. They've got 5 more matches before they start district. They're in a much smaller district, so they don't have to begin district play until October 22nd, and they'll be against Portales at home when they do that. Eunice, on the other hand, is in a bigger district. There are 6 teams in that district, and they're starting the district competition much sooner, here in just a couple of weeks, on October 8th. Eunice is coming off of a loss against Dexter. They were swept 3-0 at home just a couple of nights ago, and next up for them will be a repeat at Dexter coming up on October 3rd. Eunice, again, in their own kind of rebuilding mode with this very young team. And they, in contrast, have been playing a lot of their own classification and maybe just one above it. A lot of 2A, 3A on their schedule so far this season.
Well, there has been on both counts, and really I think for both of these teams, you're going to do the best that you can every time out. If you're Lovington, you're still, as you mentioned, kind of trying to put it all together. And really what you've got to do is you just got to take it 1 point at a time, not even one set at a time, just 1 point at a time. Find the little victories, find the things that you can build confidence on, and the things that you can learn from. One thing that I've noticed in our calls of Lovington this year, and we are normally the Lovington crew,
right,
is sometimes they'll come out on fire, or they'll hit a stretch in a set where they go absolutely in fuego, but then they'll lose a point and things just kind of seem to go down from there. They've had a little trouble with the top servers on the other team breaking service. Saw that the other night where the top server for their last opponent really, reeled off, 6 or 8 in a row against them, and that really just put paid to that set, because then you're so far behind.
That's right.
Even if you trade points, or even if you get 2 or 3 in a row, well, you're still 5 down. So
Right.
very hard
to fight
do.
back, from that far down, especially when the other team has serve and you're just fighting against it to try to get that back. The Lovington last lost against Ruidoso. They got swept 3-0, and after tonight, next up for them will be a road trip at Santa Teresa on Saturday afternoon at 1, and then, as I said, they don't start district until October 22nd. So they're still trying to, with these 5 matches left between now and district, they're really trying to toughen up, sharpen up, and find those rhythms, both offensively and defensively, and even more importantly, the transitions between the two. And that's what we sat and watched. Pretty good JV match between the two, Eunice and Lovington JV, and Lovington prevailed and won 2-1. That JV, they play up to 3 sets. If they're split 1-1 at the end of 2 sets, JV plays a third, and Lovington was able to prevail and win. But it was very tough back and forth. And I was watching, and what you're trying to do a lot of times in JV situation is you're still following and learning the basics and the rudimentary things about the game, about the match, and about the sport, and you're just trying to survive volleys and then make points. When you bump it up a notch, you're looking to not just survive the volleys, but to have time to read the defense, to make that transition from offense to defense and back to offense again, and have time to organize your offensive attack and be able to make the points, create the points, not just to luck into it and keep a rally going until the first team makes a mistake or a side out, but to actually, organize and go on the offense and make those transitions seamlessly back from offense to defense. So that's at the varsity level, that's what you're really trying to do. And we've seen a lot of growth in this team over the seasons, but again, it's been hard to feel completely because it start, stop with different coaches and different people at the helm with some different philosophies and learning. That's a lot to do for one coach in one season, or even part of a season in the case, is to learn the team, the girls, find out what your strengths are, what you're dealing with, and then try to build on that and try to get wins and have a winning season. And I think we had an announcement. I wasn't listening to that. Is that okay?
I didn't catch
I don't guess
so.
it applied to us. The girls are still warming up. We have about 8.5 minutes left in pregame. We'd like to have you look on your screen and be sure and see the banner across the bottom that has all of the sponsors for the Eunice and Lovington Sports, and to really take time to look at those logos, think about those businesses who put money into athletics and supporting Lee County athletics, and thank you very much to each and every one of them because that allows us to do these broadcasts and to cover not only football, basketball, but also to get down and to be able to bring you video and audio and then some of the games and matches in different sports on the air, but to also be able to bring these to you at volleyball, soccer, in the baseball and softball a little bit later on. So we're pleased and happy about that, and even though you're not hearing sponsorship and spots, as we call them, commercials, still you've got their logos to be able to look at and give thanks to those businesses, some of whom might be listening and watching this broadcast as well.
And it's because of those businesses that we do not have to charge you to watch these games. We feel that way too many, both broadcasters and there's people in this that are charging people. Matter of fact, I saw one, and I will not call out the school district. There are 3 school districts in the state that will not allow us to video stream, and this is a small school district. And we've had trouble there for years with them. I'm not going to call them out. They charge $90 per game.
Wow.
To watch their stream, and you can't even find it.
Right.
And,
wow.
But
yeah.
there are other districts that do charge
yeah.
to watch their games and streams, and there's an outside company that has basically, in my opinion, I'm going to get up on my soapbox just momentarily here, and especially with the smaller schools, have sold them a bill of goods that, you buy all this equipment from us and then you charge people to watch and we get a big cut of it, and you might wind up getting a couple dollars. Well, we don't do that. No. We are glad and proud to partner with all 5 of our school districts as their video partner, and especially at home we're allowed to do that. Sometimes not so much on the road, but Hobbs, Lovington, Eunice, Tatum, and Jow, we're proud to be their partners, and it's those people like you see at the bottom of the screen that allow us to do this without charging you, without having to beg for donations. There are some other broadcasters who, again, I will not name, that are in the region that right. go on and then they have a, please support your kids, click here button while they're still doing commercials and right. everything else. So, right. and we don't have to do that either, but it's because of those great folks you see at the bottom of your screen. So when you're making a decision for your business or your family, please support those businesses that support your kids and communities.
That's right.
Okay, soapbox off.
Well, it's definitely good points to make and good things to say and to hear. So, yeah, we are definitely appreciative, and we hope that you will be as well. Now, going back to the teams, I'd like to go down the rosters because I feel like outside the constraints of these long rosters with, 60, 80, 90 players sometimes on a football team, I really feel like it's important to say every boy or girl's name, every student athlete's name, even if they are not going to be participating, don't get to, if they're on the bench or they're not going to go in the game or the match, whatever it is. I'd like to go down the list and introduce everyone to you. Of course, the Eunice Lady Cardinals are under the head coach, Henry Gettler, and coming in at 4-7, and number 1 wearing jersey 1 is Kara Thompson. And again, I apologize in advance if we don't have pronunciations completely correct. Remember that we don't see the Eunice athletes as often, of course. We're not the primary broadcast crew for Eunice, and so we don't know. The rosters do not come with pronunciation guides, and so we do the best we can. And if we find out, if somebody tells us and says, hey, so-and-so is actually pronounced this way, we'll be happy to do that, but we don't just automatically know that. 1 is Kara Thompson, a sophomore and a setter and an outside hitter. 2 is Alondra Morin, who is a setter and on defense, and she's a senior. Number 3 is Haley Jones, and she is a defensive specialist. She is a sophomore. Number 4 is McKenna McBee, who's a defensive specialist, and the listed libero, she is a senior. Number 5 is Michaela Pierce, and she is a senior. She is an outside hitter and middle hitter. Number 6 is Bella Pierce, an outside hitter. She's a freshman. Number 7 is Riley Dillard, and she is a freshman. Number 10 is Mariah McGuire, an outside hitter. She's a senior. Number 11 is Cheyenne Blevins, who is a middle blocker and middle hitter. She's a freshman. Number 12 is Madeline Hatch, who's a middle blocker, middle hitter. She's a freshman. And number 16 is Jacqueline Boyd, an outside hitter, and she is a freshman. So again, very young team, but a very game team. And not bad considering their season, the opponents that they faced, and their age and experience. They are 4-7 on the season coming into this one, but coming off of a loss, and so they've got something to prove. Also, these two teams met each other. That was on August 27th, very early in the season, and Eunice won 3-0. So Lovington has a little bit of a grudge, factor here going into this, thinking they'd like to even the score and win this one. For your Lovington roster, under head coach Edith Taylor, they come in at 0-11. Number 1 is Braylon Hernandez, a setting specialist. She's a freshman. Number 2 is Carly Greben, a middle hitter and outside hitter. She's a senior. Number 3 is Shaylin Dunlap, a middle hitter. She's a sophomore. Number 6 is Jacqueline Pondo, an outside hitter, middle hitter. She's a freshman. 7 is Zabri Rodriguez, a defensive specialist. She's a senior. Number 8 is Pilot Martinez, who is a setter, and she is a senior. Number 9 is Jasmine Hernandez, defensive specialist. She's a sophomore. Number 10 is Amy Martinez, an outside hitter and a senior. Number 11 is Emily Andujo, who's a middle hitter and outside hitter. She's a junior. Number 12 is Hadley Pondo, a setter and outside hitter. She's a sophomore. Number 15 is Jabri Rios, who is a middle hitter and outside hitter, a freshman. Number 15 is J.C. Long.
And I believe J.C.'s wearing 14.
Oh, so. 14. All right, so I'll make that. Thank you. I'll make that change on the roster. And once again, we have to go with the rosters that are listed on Max Preps, and sometimes changes are made, sometimes even from game to game or match to match, and in different sports.
Sometimes set to set.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't know that, and a lot of times we will actually be announcing whatever sport it is, and we will say, hey, there is not a jersey number such and such on our roster. Again, we don't know that unless somebody indicates that to us. Number 15 is J.C. Long, and she was wearing 14. I think I changed Jabri Rios on my schedule. So 14, and it looks like Jabri Rios was wearing 15. Is that right?
I believe so.
Okay, Jabri is 15. J.C., a senior, is 14. Number 18 is Isabella Chavarria, an outside hitter and setter. She's a sophomore. Number 33 is Carly Knapp, a defensive specialist and outside hitter, and she is a senior. So those are your rosters. Those are the girls. They are still warming up. We have about 40 seconds left on the pregame clock. So at any moment, they're going to pull the girls off of the court and do the national anthem.
Of course, we are here at Joe Langston Gym. I believe this will be the last trip into Joe Langston Gym for the Lady Cat volleyball squad, with the new Joe Langston Arena being built on the other side of campus. It'll be opening up, I believe, in time for the season next year. So, it's going to be a great facility for here in Eunice. I know they're very proud of that. And
I was here for the groundbreaking and the ceremony and everything.
Going to be a fantastic facility. They're going to be losing a heck of a home court advantage, though. There is not. And I will say this, there is not a louder gym when it gets packed than this one right here.
Just something about the way this is constructed, something about how the ceiling, it's a lower and then it comes up on the sides. I don't know, I've studied this for years here, and it's definitely loud. All right, so let's take a break, and we will have our national anthem and then introduction of players, and we'll be back to get this one tipped off. It is Lovington and Eunice High School volleyball, and we are on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. And welcome back to Joe Langston Gym, as I'm Dawn Morgan along with TJ Miracle. And I guess they probably did the national anthem before the JV game, and so they're not going to repeat that, but they did have an introduction of players, and we're just about ready to get this one tipped off. So any final thoughts on this match tonight before we get started, TJ?
I think the team that makes the fewest mistakes can stay in the system.
Yeah.
Will probably wind up prevailing in this one.
Yeah, that's true of most sports, is make the fewest mistakes, and that's so true. But yes, in volleyball, you got to stay in system. And I learned from Coach Williams, who led the Hobbs team and the program for years, that she feels like if you're serving well and you're passing well, and then and you stay in system, then you're going to score points and win matches. So Lovington will serve first, and that is going to be number 6, Jacqueline Pondo, back to serve for Lovington as we get this one started. I don't know. There's a little bit of a delay.
I don't know what the delay here is.
Yeah,
but
all of a sudden there's a little bit of a delay. I don't know whether it's
they were going,
let's
go,
and then all of a sudden, no go.
Wah, wah.
So here we are. Now we're ready. And it looks like Carly Knapp will be the libero for Lovington.
And we've got now the official's going to come over, and
she's wearing a different colored jersey. Your libero does not have to be in the match all the time, but if she is, and she is designated as a libero, and you're going to use her as such, and she has advantages in hitting and moving on the court that other players do not, then she must be wearing a different jersey than the other girls. So right now, even though they have McKenna McBee as their libero or listed on the roster as that, she is not on the court, or at least they don't have a designated libero in the lineup right now in the front or back rows for Eunice. So here we go. Now I think we're ready. I think they were waiting for the second official. She's
she's
still
down there
asking,
working on and asking about something
and
there.
I think it's very important.
Maybe something on the roster.
Yeah, she's the official that has to keep track of proper rotation and making sure that as teams that you sub in correctly and that you rotate. Now we're ready. Pondo with a good serve deep into Eunice, and it hits the top, and it hits the ceiling and pops right back down into the court. So it is a point for Lovington. It doesn't stop that point automatically, but if it makes it impossible to then play and goes from, if it hits the floor up to the ceiling or the ceiling down to the floor without being touched by a player, then that is an automatic. That's a point for the official,
the near side official has stopped play and is checking with something at the scorer's table. So
there's evidently a question about the players or the numbers or the roster or the lineup or something, or the rotations. Nice deep serve again. This time Eunice going to be able to return it, and blocked at the net by Lovington. Nice block, and then punched over with a lot of Wheaties by Emily Andujo. Just a little too strong, and goes side out. So it'll be first.
As Martinez and Andujo get the double block there, but it's returned by Eunice, who then gets the point.
So we are now at one serving 2, and another one hits the ceiling, but that came down and then was touched by a player. And still alive, volley still alive, net violation, and so they're going to say, or a double hit because of that. So the point goes to Eunice. So now we are tied up 2-all.
And I believe that we had a penalty point assessed against Eunice, so that was some of what was going on with that official.
And I think that had to have been, and that's just in, as that was a good serve back there, and I think that was number 4. I think that was McKenna.
It's actually 6.
Number 6? Okay. 6. Okay. So it was Bella Pierce back there.
With the ace.
With the ace, and first point for Bella. And it makes it 3 serving 2. The ball comes in again. That penalty would have been about something with girls in rotation or not in where they were supposed to be, something like that. And that is long, so an ace followed by a service error will give the point to Lovington and tie us up. So 3-all here. Lovington with the serve back. It's going to be number 12, Hadley Pondo, back to serve. I love how close to the court we are here. What a blistering serve. That was a really great serve. It was low and flat and spinning and came in hot and just impossible to return. So Eunice did the best they could, but Pondo with an ace of her own and puts Lovington up 4-3. Another good serve going into the back this time. They're going to bump it, set it, and then send a free ball over. There's the bump, the set, and the push over. Eunice ready for it. They're still alive. Third contact coming. A slap over. There's the bump, the set, and nice work. But I think she bumped into the net.
Not double
or
hit.
Double hit. And so Andujo with good position and nice work as far as timing that punch over the net. But it does end up in a point for Eunice. And now we're tied up. Something tells me we're going to have a close match here tonight. Nice serve. Lovington ready for it. They send a free ball over, but it's spinning and goes down just past the 10-foot line. And even diving for it was a game McKenna McBee, but could not save it. So Lovington with another point. That makes it 6. It'll be 5 serving 4. And subbing in is Carly Knapp to serve. Ooh, what a blistering serve that one was. A good one, and Eunice was all ready for it. And in fact, they make a nice, that was a good hit, good contact off of a tough serve. And they make a nice pass, and then from the outside hitter left location, that was number 1, Kira Thompson with a kill.
Good positioning on the set, and she just killed it down. Lovington tried to block, nothing they could do with it.
5-all now, and back to serve, I believe, is Haley Jones. Deep serve. In fact, it's going to go out. I thought it might sneak in just inside the line there in that right corner, but does not. So now point for Lovington. They get the serve back. Another question about rotation, and subbing in is going to be Chavaria coming in for, I believe, is that Dunlap? I think so. No, it's Carly Greben. She's coming in. Chavaria will serve as Greben goes out. And it is 6 serving 5 now in this first set. Volleyball here in Eunice. Nice serve deep in the third row. A lot of spin on it and speed. A free ball coming over for Lovington. There's the bump and the set and the push over. Attempted kill, but Eunice ready for that. Punch over on their own. There's the set. And it's going to be the point. Yep, and it's a double hit. Yeah. As some technical issues sometimes get in the way, Lovington has been really doing better at positioning themselves, staying in system, but sometimes it'll be a hitting error, a net violation, or a double hit that spoils things for them. We're tied back up, 6 apiece now. Eunice with the serve. That's Thompson back. Oh, and a net serve, error on serve will give the point and the serve back over to Lovington. So seesaw, back and forth, up and down. We've got a pretty good first set going here between these two cross-county rivals. With Eunice having beaten Lovington earlier in the season, Lovington wants that back. Third contact, but nice save. Oh, it was a nice save. Ultimately, the point goes to Eunice, though, as they did a nice job of keeping of good contact. First contact, the set, and then the push over.
And then found a soft spot in the rotation, and really nothing Lovington could do with that one. They've got to work a little bit harder on, then they call the violation on Eunice.
Okay.
And so Lovington will get the point and continue to serve.
And Lovington catches a break there. So it's, as I get the score bug fixed to back up again.
And an error on serve there for Hernandez will give it back to Eunice.
And now we're tied up again.
As Pierce will go back to serve.
Yes, that is Michaela. Pretty good serve. Knapp handles it, the bump, the set. Oh, and a good hit over. Eunice ready for it. They've been recovering very well. A free ball, but a lot of spin on it. Oh, Lovington able to survive that, and then they lose one off of the fist. I believe that was, number 6? I think that was Bella Pierce.
Yeah, it was Pierce. She'll get credit for the kill and just put it in as Lovington again kind of scrambling around out of system.
And Eunice with the point and the advantage. 9 serving 8. Again, nice bump, good set. Little free ball coming over, though. Chance for Eunice to organize, do something. And right at the net, it goes right over. Ooh, Lovington did a nice job of surviving. Oh, great recovery. And both teams doing a really nice job in the volley here. Back and forth. Oh, and then that final ball just falls just in. A ball's width within the boundaries. at the back court, and a really nice volley of some incredible saves on both sides there. Some good play offensively, defensively. Both teams doing a pretty good job of their transition back and forth, and really watching the ball, but watching each other and watching the other team. There's a lot to do on the volleyball court. If you're a heads-up player, you've got a lot that you have to be working on to be a good volleyball player and to help your team the best way possible. Timeout taken, as now it is
9-8.
Yep, 9-8. A 1 point
in favor of Eunice.
A 1 point advantage for Eunice in this first set here at Joe Langston Gym. Lovington on the hunt for their first win of the season. Eunice looking to improve from 4-7 and to get a little closer to 50% on the season, as they don't have much more time to sharpen up before they start district. So back to serve is going to be Pierce. A good serve. Wow, that was tough. A great dig for Lovington. Good recovery, but Eunice ready for it. And yep, the point, they're gonna give the point to Eunice.
Yep, they're gonna
on
say
a
Lovington.
violation.
Yep, palmed
Yep.
it.
So all the great positioning and transitioning goes for naught if you have, hitting errors.
Coach Taylor not happy with the call.
10 serving 8 now. Nice bump. There's the set. And the pass over the net. Third contact coming, and it doesn't make it over the net. So that was a tough one. There was a lot of spin on that. Lovington doing a nice job of staying in system, and really Bella Pierce was where she needed to be. Just kind of hit it a little funny off of her fist, and that gives Lovington the point and the serve back. So it'll be 9 serving 10 now. That is Zabri Rodriguez back to serve, and it's going to be a long serve, right, out of bounds.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's tough. Service errors are a tough way to give points up and to give the serve up. And it's hard for players when you win as a team. You haven't served in a while and you're coming in. A lot of times you're getting subbed in specifically to serve. Pressure's really on to deliver. You're
And
gonna
another
have
double hit.
a double hit by Lovington. So that is going to increase the lead. And this is the biggest lead for Eunice now in this match. 12 serving 9 in this first set. And that is number 4, McKenna McBee, back to serve. Deep into the third row. Bump, set, free ball coming over for Eunice. There's the bump and the set, and now attempted kill. A spike going down into that third row, and that's a tough one as the angle. That was a really nice one, and I think that was that Pierce again?
That was Pierce again, her
Bella
second
Pierce.
kill.
And she had a really good angle in that outside hitter left location on a tough ball to return, as, Lovington did the best they could. Free ball coming over on the third contact. There's the bump, there's the set, and the attempted kill is blocked at the net, and then nice job by Braylon Hernandez to send it back over. Nice job here too. There's the set. A free ball coming back over there. Lovington really needs to work on trying to, organize a little better, not just survival, but really try to send balls over to the net in system that are going to be tougher to return. And ultimately a nice volley, great effort, especially by Lovington there, but they lose the point. 14 serving 9. Bump, set, attempted kill, a lot of spin on it. Nice dig by Eunice. Both teams playing really pretty well. And then another kill by Pierce in that outside hitter location, as she's a taller girl and she's using that to her height, but more importantly, she's jumping at the right time, and your timing is crucial when you're an outside hitter. Great serve deep, but a nice return by Rodriguez. And then a little miscommunication on Eunice's part as the ball hits the donut, as they say. You got 3 players standing around and a hole right in the middle of you, and that's where
will get her second kill, and just a real soft one.
Yeah, and it's not always about power. It's about placement, accuracy, and placement. So 10 serving 15. Ooh, and another a point for Cardinal, as there was a tip, and it went.
Bella Pierce.
Yeah, and it went tip off of Lovington. So Bella got her 4th kill of the match here and puts Eunice up by 6 points, and this would be a good time probably soon for Lovington to maybe have a timeout because Eunice has grabbed the momentum and they're not letting go. Serve into the back row, and it's just pushed over by number 6, Jacqueline Pondo, goes side out. So a point, and that's a tough serve to handle. It came in pretty flat but hard, and tough to get a good return on, get good first contact on. And that's what you got to have, good quality touches. And that just died in front of the third row. Knapp did a nice job of picking that up, sending that over. But again, hitting violation. So now 17 serving 10 here.
And the Lady Cards trying to run away and hide.
Yeah, Eunice has opened up a huge gap, and there, oh no, what are they going to say? It hit the line?
They're going to say ace.
Oh boy, wow.
Second ace for Bella Pierce.
Yeah, and she's doing a nice job, and I'm just looking at it, wondering that could go either way. Is the call going to be on the line, or is it going to be long? And it went in her favor, so 19 serving 10, now a 9-point advantage for Eunice as Pierce is back to serve. 2 aces and 4 kills for her. Lovington digs, returns that one. Nice attempted kill, but Eunice ready for it. Third contact coming over. Nice work by Lovington there, but that final, that was just a little off. The aim was just a little bit off. Carly Greben with good timing on the jump, good speed,
still
but just a
spin
little
on
out.
The ball and just kind of came off of her hand.
So 20-10 now. Eunice with the advantage. Third contact coming, and a frustration, just a clap back over the net on third contact. Emily Andujo with a nice kill, as you know, you can feel Lovington's frustration here as they've been doing some good things. They have been surviving some long volleys and good saves, but they are 11 serving 20 now, and that's a good serve, and it's an ace. And that was for Greben. I believe, no, number 12. That is Pondo, Hadley Pondo. So an ace for her.
Ace.
Yeah. And a timeout is being taken as now Lovington is clawing back. They are still down with some work to do, though, as they are 12 serving 20 at the end of this timeout that is being taken. And we're just going to keep it right here and say a big thank you again to all of the sponsors whose logos and names you see at the bottom of the video screen and across the banner. So take a minute to look at all of those, each and every one of those, and give a thank you to the businesses who are willing to put their money where their mouth is and not just say that they support Lee County and that they support the youth of Lee County, but they're proving it with their sponsorships, allowing for us to do the broadcast so you can watch and listen to these games and these matches.
And watch them free of charge.
Exactly. Doesn't cost you a thing. Never have charged you, and we never will. So back to play as 12 serving 20, and I believe that is Pondo back to serve. Oh, and a net serve is going to give Eunice the point and the serve back. Always, that's a tough way to go.
Well, and I think there for Coach Gettler, just a strategic timeout to kind of try and ice Pondo,
Yes.
and it worked.
Yeah,
so.
and to cool Lovington down because they were grabbing some momentum coming back. And there you go. That was tough. Again, the team that is able to get quality touches, especially the first one off of a serve, and put that in system, keep it in system with good first, second, and then third contact over the net is generally going to score the points and get the breaks. Good serve, but a nice first contact by Knapp. Good. They saved it with the pass, sent it over. And the attempt to kill, great dig by Knapp as Lovington battling back, and an attempt to kill blocked at the net, double block, as that is Hernandez and Andujo with nice work at the net. Again, they saw it coming.
And the second block for Andujo in the match.
And that's what you want to do. You've got to be able to read the defense and get set, especially when you're in the front row. You're the net, taking care of the net. That's your baby. That's your job. And that is going to be
long.
just a little bit long. I was from this angle. I thought
it looked like it was in from here.
It would hit the line or be in. And Eunice looking at it, and Coach Taylor is saying, wait a minute, I don't know about that. She's questioning that a minute, and then also looking at her lineup. She's got a sub. She's got Knapp coming out, and I believe Jacqueline Pondo coming in. Nope. She's going to stay. Knapp stays in the back row. Pondo comes in, and they're just making sure that they've got the right rotation in order there in the front and the back rows. In the front,
so now 23-13 in favor of Eunice.
Hernandez, Dunlap, and I believe Greben in the front row for Lovington, as they've got their work cut out for them here, as it is 23-13. And now we have subs. We have 12 coming out. That is Hatch and McGuire going in to serve for Eunice, leading this one by 10 points. First set here at Joe Langston Gym, as it was tight back and forth for the first half of this set, and then Eunice got the lead and stretched it out, and really haven't looked back since. Third contact coming, nice spin on that, and again, a nice little punch over. That was Greben at the net. She gets credit for the kill.
And got it off of the side of her hand, but the way it came off that time, it spun the right way, and like a curveball, it just went in and dropped in between the rows.
So 14 serving 23, still dangerous territory. Lovington's got a big fight and a long fight ready if they want to try to win this first set. Greben back to serve, and a good one deep into that third row, but Eunice ready for it. Boy, they've been good at return of service tonight. Third contact coming. It's going to be an attempted kill off the fist of Knapp into the back. Again, Lovington fighting gamely in there, but just not able to keep it in system. So it is now set point. It'll be 24. I've got serving 15.
That's 14,
that's 14, okay. So 24-14, set point at stake here. Thompson back to serve. It goes to Knapp. There's the set. The attempted kill is long. So the point, the set, goes to Eunice. 25-14, they win the first one. We'll have a 3-minute break, and we'll be back for the second set. Eunice up 1-0 here, but Lovington wanting to fight back, and we'll be back with more Eunice Lovington volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. Back to action here at Joe Langston Gym for Eunice and Lovington volleyball. Eunice up 1-0, and they will serve to start the second set. Deep one into the third row. There's the bump, the set, and attempted kill, a soft one, but Eunice ready for it. Free ball coming back over. Knapp with the first contact. There's the bump, and then attempted kill, but it's blocked at the net and stays in system. Ooh, nice survival by both and good saves by both teams. A free ball coming over for Eunice. There's the bump, the set, and a nice push over. Eunice ready for it again. Now back to number one, attempted kill, but Knapp saves it, sends it over. Again, nice save by Eunice. They're doing a really good job of handling these hot balls, especially into the backcourt. That one, not so much, as that was a tough one, and trying to handle that was Michaela Pierce. And you know what? It's one of those balls where if you have one of your arms slightly, just even slightly higher than the other, and it makes contact at the wrong time, it's going to go side out, and it does. So it gives Lovington the first point, and now it's going to be one serving none. And oh dear, a service error by Hadley Pondo will even things up here.
For Pondo, it's either been ace or error tonight on the service line.
And number 2, that is Alondra Morin, who's back to serve for Eunice. The bump, the set, the attempted kill. Eunice saves it, sends it back over on second contact. Bump, serve, save, and back over. Eunice again surviving points, trying to kill it. Lovington handles it and sends one over. Nice hit by Pondo, Hadley Pondo, as Eunice, Lovington doing a much better job of staying in system there, really paying attention to each other, their position on the court, and watching and making those transitions from offense to defense, really watching across the net. So 2 serving 1 now, as Eunice is really playing tough. I'm impressed with, they're a young team, but they stay in system very well, and they're returning service very well. And that one is going to be a point for Eunice as it comes down off of a nice save in the front, but it's a tight set. Lovington just, there's no room between the ball and the net for them to be able to try to get a return.
Hatch did a nice job. She went up and she made the contact on that just basically killed it right on the Lovington side of the net.
And it's number 10 now, Mariah McGuire, back to serve for Eunice. We're tied up 2-all here in the second set. There's the set, the push over. Oh, and it turns out to be a kill, a soft one by Carly Griepin, but it counts. It's her 4th kill of the match that I've got down.
Her 5th.
5th now? All right. And give the point to Lovington and the serve back. So 3 serving 2 now. Eunice, they're fighters. And Lovington's not giving up, and that's going to be just an error on serve. That one just wasn't right from the toss. You could just kind of see that. It just wasn't right, and not enough air under the ball. But we're tied. And we go back with Kara Thompson serving for Eunice, and it's a long one as Knapp goes back to the line and then sees that it looks like it's going to be long and lets it go. So a service error will give Lovington the point, the serve back, and it'll be 4 serving 3 now. Good serve, but a nice dig and save by Eunice. Attempted block at the net doesn't work, as both Dunlap and Martinez were up there, and they both got a hand on it, but it goes, instead of going back over the net,
and that'll be the 5th kill for Bella Pierce.
Yeah, and Bella is having an extremely good match. A couple of aces to go with those 5 kills. Knapp with the first contact, a good set, and another soft pushover, as this time Shaylin Dunlap with a kill. Again, she just saw it doesn't take power always. I mean, sometimes you have time for the big swing and the point calls for a big swing in the outside hitter location or at the net. That was just a soft little fingertip push over. And now it's Lovington 5 serving 4. And that is going to go deep. Again, Eunice ready for it. 3rd contact goes to Rodriguez. And then she gets 3rd contact, punches it over. Eunice ready, the bump, the set, the attempted kill, but another nice save by Zabri. A free ball coming over for Eunice. 2nd contact, there's the set and a free ball coming over to Lovington now. A chance for them to organize, but this is going to be tough to do as they're, just squeaked it over the net. And then,
trying
Eunice,
to set it and
just missed it. Alondra Morin doing a nice job over there, but just
and that was a tough one as
mishit that.
As Rodriguez had sent it over, and it was on just a low line that came over.
The trajectory on that was very tough to deal with. 3rd contact coming over. Nice pushover, staying alive. 3rd contact now for Lovington, and a nice little pushover by Andujo. 3rd contact is a free ball coming over. There's the set, And that is going to be, again, spinning really close to the net, and there was no way to be able to do that. Even if one of the girls at the front, and they had Martinez and Andujo up there in the front line, even if they had been in better position, the angle of that, you were never going to be able to save that. So it's 5 serving 6 now. Again, a very tight. This is how the first set started. Very tight, back and forth, until Eunice was able to stretch it out. Lovington would like to prevent that here, maybe stretch that out of their own. Third contact coming over, free ball. There's the bump, the set, the attempted kill. And then Zabry sets it, and Greben punches it over, and a little, just a kind of a lack of communication in there, but that ball pops up after first contact, and it's really impossible as the girls were too far apart, and it just kind of pops up and then dies behind the 10-foot line. So it'll be 7 serving 5. Lovington with a little momentum here and building up a little bit of, and there's a net serve. And again, sometimes those sneak over the net, fall in, and you're lucky, you get the point. Sometimes they hit the net and they fall back, and you're not lucky. There's just no way to plan and try to do that on purpose. So 6 serving 7. Third contact, attempted to spike, is blocked at the net. That was good move by Hatch, by Eunice, to send it back over. And Lovington, although they had the girls there, that came over. It was a spike. It was hot, and no way was anybody going to be able to get that back. So 7-all. Jump serve. Not any spin on it. Third contact, a punch over, and is going to hit the line. No, I think it went just out, as there was a lot of spin on it. And so now,
as it was right at this point in the first set, and Pierce was the one that was serving when Eunice pulled away that first set.
And Bella Pierce with a nice serve, but Lovington handles that. And again, a good first contact in the back row, and then the pass, and then a nice kill. And actually the kill is Greben's, and I've got her down as the 6th kill of the match.
That's what I've got.
And that ties it back up. So Lovington doing some good work here, but and then a net serve is going to give the point back to the home team, which is Eunice here. And Eunice will have Alondra Morin at the line. A slap serve, a deep one. Oh no, and too deep, as getting set for the return was Jacqueline Pondo, and then she thought better of it, stepped out and thought, I think that's going to be long, and she was right. So now we're tied back up, 9-all, and Carly Knapp back to serve for Eunice. Sometimes Lovington, that is, can make a lot of points off of her serve. We'll see what happens now. Eunice, wow, really nice work. A good save by Lovington. They're not going to be able to recover from that, though.
And that was just miscommunication, as Pondo and Pondo both going for the ball. One of them should have had that one, and that would have left for a better touch with the other one, but they both dove for the ball, and that put everybody out of position.
But that was really nice offensive work by Eunice that was creating balls that were really tough to return. So good work by both teams. 10-9. Trying to survive the volley here on both sides. They're popping it back over. Nice one, but good saves, good recoveries. Both teams doing well. There's the bump, the set, the attempted kill. It just goes into the net. Although there was Pierce was back ready to block it, but the block doesn't count because it never got to her hands. It just stayed in the net. So becomes a hitting error and gives the point and the 2-point advantage now to Eunice. Ooh, third contact. A nice hit by Lovington, but Eunice ready for it. And a little pushover is going to be tough. Yeah, again, you just get lucky sometimes. When you hit the top of the net, there's a 50-50 chance. Is it going to hang and fall on your side, or is it going to fall on the other side? And this time, Lovington catches the break, but you've got to make your own luck to a certain degree and be in there hitting those balls and getting them that close to being over the net. So Lovington serving. Chancy first contact. That means a free ball coming back over, and a little pushover, and that's going to be a net violation, I think, or palm ball hitting violation. So give the point to Eunice. Now they've got a 2-point lead, 12 serving 10. Here we are with in the second set. Eunice won the first set, 25-14, and Lovington is trying to battle back, trying to win this set and even it up. First contact, there's the bump the set and the punch over. Eunice ready for it. Second contact, and is going to go side out. Just again, that came off of the fact that that was a good serve. There was a lot of spin on it, and first contact was really tough. It went up with a lot of spin, and Morin really did her best trying to get that back over the net. Just was not going to work. So nice point for Lovington. 11 serving 12, and then an error on serve.
Too many service errors if you're a Lovington Lady Cat fan. That's really given Eunice almost as many points as they've served themselves.
And that's going to be, I believe, is that Michaela Pierce back? I think that's number 5, Michaela Pierce back to serve. It comes very close to popping over, and Lovington trying to survive it. But it just kind of, the return on service popped back very close to the net. A nice serve by Michaela Pierce. Yeah, I'm just writing that down. Lovington again surviving that, getting it over. Attempted swing there. Lovington survives, saves that, sends it over. There's the bump, the set. The attempted kill is blocked at the net, but goes side out, as right there trying to work hard were 2 and 3 Greben and Dunlap, but just.
And also over there was Pilot Martinez, number 8,
right.
A timeout taken by Coach Taylor.
Yeah, that 3 and the 8, of course, being both in, that was that meant two points in 2 straight points, back-to-back points for Eunice, and they've opened up a little lead now, 15-11. And I think this is a really smart timeout, because you don't want to. This is the point to take the timeout when you're only 4, 5 points down, not when you get to be 7, 8, 9, 10 points down. And it's a good chance to kind of cool Eunice's momentum down if you're Lovington. Eunice, of course, they just want to keep their engine running hot and start to really spread out this lead over Lovington. Lovington wants to put the brakes on it and say, whoa, we don't want to lose 2 sets this quickly. So timeout with about 10 seconds left, as we just kept it here. Saying a thank you to our sponsors again. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle. We've got volleyball here at Joe Langston Gym on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. Out of the timeout, that is Michaela Pierce. A deep serve, nap, first contact. Oh, and a nice, they caught Eunice by surprise, as I think that was number 10, Amy Martinez in, and she spun it over on second contact. You were expecting to see her set it, and instead she sent it over, and she gets a kill.
And I think she tried. There was some spin still on that ball after first contact, and she kind of hit it a little funny, and it just spun up and over.
It just kept on
going. She gets a kill.
That's right. So Zabri Rodriguez back to serve, and it's a good deep one. Free ball coming over for Lovington. Rodriguez first contact. There's the set, and the attempted kill is a nice one. Emily Andujo got there 2 kills and a couple of blocks for her. And the set is, here comes Lovington. You feel like, okay, their timeout was productive, and they've scored a couple of points and have served, and it'll be Zabri Rodriguez with a strong serve. Is going to be too strong and go side out. She's got a lot of power. We see her on softball and during softball, and she definitely has power that sometimes is a little hard to control and focus. So give Eunice the point. It's going to be 16 serving 13 now. It's a pretty good volleyball here. It's both teams fighting, and what are we going to say?
They're going to say a rotation violation on Lovington.
Okay. As they were
out
looking.
Of position.
So the point goes again. That'll be an automatic point for Eunice. They'll maintain serve. McKenna McBee back to serve for Eunice. They've got a 4-point lead now here in this second set. A floater of a serve. Rodriguez of first contact. There's the set. The attempted kill. Is it going to hit the... No, it did. I saw it as hitting the line.
And it did.
So the ref does indicate that was. And I think that was that number 10, Andujo?
That was Andujo,
okay,
11.
11, not Martinez. Okay, her 3rd kill. Give the point to Lovington. It'll be 14 serving 17 now. And That is number 6, Jacqueline Pondo back to serve. A good one, but Eunice with the return. The attempted kill blocked at the net by Greven, but that goes side out. So good intention, good position at the net. It just went too far wide and give the point and the serve back to Eunice. Now it's 18 serving 14. Bella Pierce back to serve. First contact, the bump, the set, the attempted kill hits the top of the net, and yep, it'll be hits the top of the net. So a point for Eunice. As now things falling apart just a little bit for Lovington after they came out of that timeout, really revved up, made a few points. Now 19 serving 14. The bump, the set, the pushover by Rodriguez. Eunice ready for it, their own bump set, a little pushover. Lovington ready for it, bump set, attempted kill is gonna go long, and she knows it. Carly Greben just anxious and knew that she had a good jump on it, but it just went a little long. 20 serving 14, and good first contact, but it goes up, goes too far
and it
up,
hits the ceiling.
Yep, hits the ceiling and then comes down. So 21-14, Eunice in the lead with the advantage here, and a timeout being taken by Lovington. They've got to stop the bleeding right now and try to claw their way back into this. They don't want to fall 2-0, but Eunice wants to keep their foot on the pedal and do exactly that and just keep steamrolling. So we've got a cross-county rivalry going on here. Eunice won the first match between these two at almost the very beginning of the season, and now both teams are fighting here at Joe Langston Gym as Eunice wants to notch another victory, move closer to 500 on the season, and Lovington is looking for their first win of the season. So 21 serving 14, and that is Bella Pierce back. Rodriguez first contact, the set, and then Rodriguez punches it over. Eunice ready for it. Big swing on third contact. Rodriguez ready for it. There's the bump, the set, and attempted kill. Block at the net. Sends it back over. Nice volley going, and then a big punch in that outside hitter left location. And just too much power. Goes too far out and not down. Of course, you're looking to try to get a spike when you do that and paint the corners or just spike it down into the court. And that went too far out long. Third contact is a jump frustration hit. Carly Knapp hits it into the net. Lovington is just all kinds of frustrated because they've been doing a lot of good things and improving as a team, and they're not able to reap the rewards from that. Eunice is a good team, and they're denying them a chance to really get into this. But Eunice with an unforced error, an error on serve there, will give the point to Lovington, and Lovington has got to turn things around right here if they want to try to battle back and win this second set. It's 15 serving 23. They can do it. They've got the talent. I think they just have to believe that they can do it.
And a timeout taken by Coach Gettler.
That's right. Gettler wants to settle them down just a little bit, talk to his girls because they are within 2 points of winning this one. But Lovington can certainly battle back. We saw them make a good comeback. I'm trying to remember. It was the last match that I called with you in Lovington, and they got down. They were able to battle a couple of times. They got down and they battled back, and they ended up winning a couple of sets. And they were competitive in that match, so they're capable of comeback, but they have to play consistently.
And Eunice really wants nothing more than just to shut it down and go to set 3 right here.
That's what they want to do. Battle of wills here. Nice serve. Whoa, really good serve. But nice recovery. Good work by Eunice, but Lovington's able to send it right back. Yes, there you go. Oh, and then it comes over, sneaks over the top of the net. Almost a net violation by Eunice on that.
And somehow it was saved there by Pierce, and she got it over to Thompson, who then sent it back. Lovington ultimately getting the point.
And now, but gives it right back on a long serve. Side out, so it'll be set point here. Again, it'll be 24 serving 16. There's Eunice. And that's going to be number 2, Alondra Morin, back to serve. Set point here. Lovington trying to survive, stay alive. Good. That was a really good serve, and you know what? That was a really nice return on that. Hadley Pondo took a spinner, a hot spinner.
And sometimes better to be lucky and good the way it came off. It
yep.
just went forward and over and into no woman's land.
She found
there.
a way to stay, to stay in system and to be able to get the point. Knapp back to serve, and it's going to be long, and that is going to be set for Eunice. It's going to be a second set win, 25-16, and now Eunice goes up 2-0. 17. Oh, okay. 17, all right. Now let me write that down. Yeah, sorry about that. 25-17. Every point is important and every point counts. But 25-17, and now Eunice up 2-0. Lovington has got, it's a do or die time. They have got to come back. They've got to win this set to stay alive in this match tonight here at Joe Langston Gym. So we'll be back with it in just a couple of minutes. More volleyball coming up on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and TobsAmerica.com. Welcome back to Joe Langston Gym for Eunice Lovington Volleyball here, and Eunice is up 2-0. They won the first set 25-14, the second set 25-17, and Lovington is serving to start this third set. Lovington must win it to stay alive, and they win the first point as Eunice a little lackadaisical in their passing there, and it gets to Bella Pierce and it goes into the net. They've been doing a nice job as a team all night, though. A good serve, a lot of spin on it. Free ball coming back over. Now a little push over and a nice jump, attempted kill by Nduho, but Eunice ready for it. Then they organize and stay in system very well, and they get the ball to their outside hitter. That's Madeline Hatch on
Michaela Pierce.
Michaela Pierce, sorry, on the outside hitter location on the left. And so she scores her second kill, and we're tied up 1-1. Third contact coming, and Greben with a good leap up. Good timing, but she just kind of mishits it. Goes down instead of over the net.
I'm sorry, it was Bella Pierce.
Oh, Bella Pierce. Okay, so that kill, not Michaela, right? Okay, so here we go. Thanks for a good serve, but Zebra Rodriguez with a nice dig in the back row, and then Greben sends it over on third contact. There's the set, the bump, the set. Attempted kill, Rodriguez saves it, and third contact, again, just a little too much power and force going out instead of down, so this will be
important here if you're Lovington to try and break this serve. Bella Pierce has been their most consistent server tonight.
Yeah, she's got a couple of aces and a lot of kills, and then you put the announcer's curse.
I didn't mean to do it, really. I promise I didn't.
Right as soon as you said that, an error on serve, give the point. And the serve to Lovington. They got to climb back into it starting now. What happened?
Got a net violation on the
Yes.
service.
Wow.
As they're going to say that Greben was up under the net.
And, well, Hernandez, they're
And so-
pointing at Hernandez, too. I don't know. Or I think that maybe they were out of position. I'm not sure. But 12 will come in. That's Hadley Pondo and Pilot Martinez going out.
And so now 4-2 and give the service back to Eunice.
And it is going to be Alondra Morin who is serving. Oh, and it looked like it was going to go long. Jacqueline Pondo thought, she stepped back from it and thought that it was going to go long, but it did not. It stayed in bounds. And so that's a point for Eunice, and they're already starting to stretch things out here. 5-2 in this third set. They're up 2-0. Lovington got to fight back, and a hitting violation on Lovington right there. As Lovington just all out of sorts here in this third set, that they need to be the most organized to try to fight back. So 6 serving 2, and Eunice has this well in hand. Third contact is a punch over. Eunice able to survive that. Big swing coming, big boom, and a nice save by Lovington. Second contact coming, a free ball. The bump, the set, and the attempted kill is good. There is Carly Greben with the stab down into beyond the back row for a kill and a point. And this is a real important time to get that point. Lovington has got to hang on to the ball and make a few points here and try to not just even things up, but go ahead. They've got to win this set to stay alive. Eunice wants to keep their foot on the gas and just keep playing well, and they catch a break there as that's a long serve. An error serve gives Eunice the point. 7 serving 3 now. Eunice with a 4-point lead here in this third set, and it's going to be number 10, Mariah McGuire, who subs in to serve. Good serve, but a nice dig and hard one to return. That's going to be a free ball and a net violation. Oh,
on Lovington.
No, and I thought it was actually, well, Eunice.
Going to say somebody on the front line had the foot over the line into the Eunice end of the court. So.
And the referee saw it. So there's the bump, the set, the little push over. Eunice ready for it, their own bump set. And a little pop. Oh, and then a pop goes straight up, a lot of spin on it, and trying to get a good return, good quality touch on it was Jacqueline Pondo, not able to do that. So now a 9-3 lead by Eunice. Deep serve. The bump, the set, the attempted kill, a nice one, but Eunice ready for it. And then an error, oh dear, and it looks like that hurt. As I think there was sometimes your finger is standing up.
Jammed her finger up
jammed
on
her
it.
finger, or sometimes it's sitting up just a little too much. You get that hit and it stings. Oh, it hurts like fire. Give the point and the serve to Lovington. A break here. They need to try to make the most of it. Floater of a serve, but it goes side out. As Lovington just can't catch a break here.
They've had trouble tonight getting it inbounds. Not a real problem that they seemingly had before, but tonight just things not going their way here at Joe Langston Gym.
Yeah, and I think that they're just so desperate to win this third set and try to stay in it. That just has them, they're trying so hard that they're just not able to get any kind of offensive rhythm going tonight, not able to stay in system, get good quality touches on first, second, third to be able to put it away and score points. So Eunice is just all over it. They're doing very well staying in system and especially returning serves. Nice save and staying alive. Lovington, great saves. Eunice able to get it over. A free ball coming, good chance. A little punch over by Greben, stays in. Eunice ready, big swing. A good dig by Knapp, but it's going to end up popping over side out. So now 12 serving 4 in this third set. Eunice leading 2-0, and a timeout being taken by Lovington. So we'll take the timeout and be back in a couple of minutes. Well, not a couple of minutes, but less than a minute here with more Eunice and Lovington volleyball here at Joe Langston Gym. Back to action here at Joe Langston Gym as 12 serving 4. Lovington out of their timeout. They want to regroup and stay alive in this one. And a big, big boom. And they're going to say a tip. Lovington wants a tip.
Lovington wants a tip, but they're not going to get it.
Nope. So that side out long ball turns into a point. 13 serving 4 now. Good serve. Lovington still in it. Third contact coming. Nice one. Good angle on that, but Eunice able to survive and get that ball back over the net. There's the bump, there's the set, there's a big boom, a block, but Lovington's still alive. They say they send a free ball back over. Oh, okay, and they're going to say, yep, 4 touches, or did it hit the antenna?
Hit the antenna.
Yeah, hit the antenna. So, all right, so nice attempt and good fight by Lovington. Eunice just able to survive that one. 14 serving 4, and it's a long serve. So that will end service for Eunice, at least for the time being. Give the point and the serve back to Lovington. And if they want to do anything to try to save themselves here in this third set, they've got to do it right now. Nice serve, goes long. Eunice ready for it. Free ball punching over. There's the bump, the set, and a free ball coming over. And they're going to say a double hit by Lovington. Again, the basics and the technical things, the hitting errors have really bitten Lovington tonight. And that sort of undoes some of the good work that they've been doing in terms of transitioning and good saves and digs and trying and fighting for points. Eunice doing very well tonight. But they're going to say, yep, that's again hitting violation by Lovington. And that just they were scrambling again. When you're out of system, you don't get good first contact, good pass. And if your bump in the set isn't good, you don't have much chance on that third hit to be able to make a point off of it. You're doing good just to survive it, get it back over the net, keep the volley going. 16 serving 5 now. First contact, there's the bump, the set, the attempted kill. Oh, it's a hot one, but Eunice handles it, and they send a ball back. Bump, the set, and a free ball over. A little spin on it, though, could be tough. Eunice handles it, and they're ready. Attempted block over there on the right side as both Dunlap and Martinez were there, and they just could not successfully block that ball as it was coming at them with a lot of spin on it. Eunice very good at that. 17 serving 5. Deep into the third row, the bump, the set. Knapp pushing it over, and nope, it goes side out. So 18-5 now.
And Eunice just running away and hiding.
They've really dominated this from the very beginning, although a couple of the first 2 sets started very back and forth. A long volley here, both teams surviving. Some good digs, some good hits. Third contact coming, attempted kill is gonna go off of the hands of Michaela Pierce in that back row. A nice kill. And was that Dunlap?
That was Dunlap,
yeah.
Her second kill.
Yeah. So good work. Again, Lovington. It's if they come back and they can play as a team, unified, stay in system, and fight, and get some offensive rhythm going here, they could survive and end up winning this set, but they've got to make it happen here. And Eunice is making it very difficult for that to happen. With some good play of their own. Wow, good volleys, good recoveries. Wow, big saves by both teams. And finally, I hate to see it end for either team because they had done such a nice job in dealing with very difficult balls, coming off ceilings, coming, at funny angles with a lot of spin. Nice work, but ultimately the point to Eunice.
That's going to be a home court advantage that Eunice is not going to have in the new place.
That's true. All right. Third contact is going to go off the fist of number 4, McKenna McBee in the back row, and good work by Lovington. Again, a nice hit. That was hot and just impossible to return. So 7 serving 19 now, and you have got a sub in to serve. That's going to be Jacqueline Pondo. She started by serving for Lovington. A dead ball. That's a really nice serve. That's again, it's hard to handle as one spinning. Third contact, a big swing, big boom, by Andujo, but Eunice ready for it. Then they have a hitting error of their own and give the point to Lovington. Again, a nice point off of Jacqueline Pondo's serve. So it'll be 8 serving 19, and now Eunice wants to talk about it, and another strategic timeout as Lovington showing a little spark, a little life, making a few points. And now Coach Gettner wants to ice Lovington, calm them down, take the momentum away from them, take the air out of the room, whatever you want to say. And we'll see if it works or not. Lovington needs to keep their momentum and the spirit that they're showing right there. Eunice.
They just want to take it back.
That's right. They want to take it back. They want to win. They've got a big 11-point advantage right now. And they want to sweep Lovington, and Lovington wants to fight back and keep from being swept. So it's what cross-county rivalries are all about here.
It is, and going to be a big hill to climb, but anything is possible, and Eunice is going, yeah, we're going to try and keep that from happening.
So 8 serving 19 now. Nice serve, going deep. Eunice handles it, though. Big swing coming. Spinner, Zabra Rodriguez, first contact. There's the bump, the set, the attempted kill. Eunice ready for it. They survive it. Third contact, a free ball coming over. Knapp has got it. There's the set. A big swing, attempted kill is going to be a kill for Carly Greben, and she's had more kills than any other Lady Cat. 3, 6, I've got her down for 8 now.
That's 8 now, yeah.
Yeah.
She has the most kills of anybody on either team.
Yeah, and it'll be 9 serving 19. Jacqueline Pondo back to do the honors again. A good serve, but a good return. Third contact coming. Zabra Rodriguez, first contact. Carly Knapp sets it, and then attempted Emily Andujo attempts to punch it over the net from the outside hitter location on the left and just does not go over. So it'll be 20 serving 9 now. Give it Eunice the serve back, and that is going to be Bella Pierce. Good serve, dies right at the feet of Knapp, but she digs it, and free ball coming over on third contact. Lovington staying alive. Eunice pushes one over, a nice save there by Martinez, and a good double block at the net. Martinez and Greben with a nice double block, and give the point to Lovington. They earned that one, and now 10 serving 20. And that's going to be Martinez to serve a floater that Eunice handles. Third contact coming. Goes deep into the third row. There's the bump, the set, and Zabra Rodriguez pushes it over. Bump, set, big swing coming. Nice recovery dig by Martinez. Then the ball comes down. Well played by Lovington off the ceiling there. Eunice stays alive. Rodriguez, the bump, the set, and then off the fist of Andujo over there on the left side. Again, Lovington fighting. They have not given up, but they did give up the point in that instance to Eunice. Serving is going to be Alondra Morin. The net serve, it sneaks over. A battle at the net there between number 5, Michaela Pierce, and Emily Andujo, and Pierce wins that one. Both girls wanting to just stuff block the other one. So 22, serving 10 now. Long serve. Free ball coming over. Lovington doing a good job to stay alive there. Eunice sends it over. Bump, set, and the kill at the net is Greben with another kill. And Lovington surviving, but they're doubled up right now, and that is Andujo coming off. And I didn't see who's going. Oh,
Dunlap came
in for her. Okay, Dunlap up at the net, and then Knapp is going to be back to serve. So 11 serving 22 in this third set.
And 5 also checking in. We do not have 5 on the roster, and they did not announce her at the beginning of the game. She's
probably
JV player.
Yeah, I was going to say JV girl who is getting some time late in this match. Knapp serving. A floater, a nice one, hard to handle, but Eunice manages it. And then the kill in that outside hitter location. Kira Thompson with her second or third kill, right? Okay. I had one written down, but I was pretty sure I missed another one, and yes, I did. But I remembered it, just didn't write it down. 3 kills, and now 23, serving 11. Another tough serve to try to, and Lovington stays alive. They managed to get that one over. Nice save A push over, and then off the fist of Knapp, and a push over. Oh, yeah, very nice work right there at the net with number 5. Again, we don't know her name, but she did a nice job at the net right now, and she gets a kill and keeps Lovington alive. And in this one, it'll be 12, serving 23. And going back to serve is going to be number 9, Jasmine Hernandez. It's the first time we're seeing her in the match, I do believe. Flat serve, a long one going to the third row, and punching it over at the net was number 4, McKenna McBee.
Her first kill of the match, and gets it to
set point, match point. So third set, Eunice up 2-0, 24-12 in the third set. Set point, match point, off of the serve of Kira Thompson. And Lovington has got to fight now, and we've got a substitution here, as I believe that is Hernandez coming off, and it's going to be, I think, who coming in?
Looks like Greben coming in.
Greben coming in, and I'm not sure.
The side official, I think, is telling her she can't do it.
I think she's telling her that she waited too late, that the ball was, but I think she's going to allow it, so. All right. So that'll be Greben going back in to the back row. And Thompson, again, set point, match point. Nice return by Lovington, big swing. And they're going to say,
okay, 2 hit.
Double hit is going to end this one and give the final point in this one to Eunice, 25-12 in this third and final set, and Eunice sweeps Lovington again like they did way back in August and the early part of this season. So Lovington doing some good things and some nice work, and again Greben leading everybody in kills. I've got her down for 369 with a block.
Yeah, I've got 9 with the block.
Hernandez, Braylon with a block. You got Dunlap with a couple of kills. You've got number 5, we don't know her name, with a kill. You've got Jacqueline Ponda with an ace. You got Pilot Martinez with a couple of blocks, Amy Martinez with a kill, Emily Andujo with 3 kills and 2 blocks.
4 kills.
4 kills, okay. Andujo, nice job. 2 blocks to go with that. Hadley Ponda with a couple of kills, couple of aces. So that's the scoring for Lovington. For your victorious Lady Cardinals of Eunice, I've got Kira Thompson down with 3 kills.
Yeah.
And I think, did she end up with an ace? I think
I didn't have her with an ace.
Okay. No. McKenna McBee with a kill, Michaela Pierce with a kill and an ace. Bella Pierce had more kills than any other Lady Cardinal. I've got her down with 6 and a couple
7.
of aces. 7.
7 and 2 aces.
All right. And then Madeline Hatch with a kill and a block.
And you also had Alondra Marine with a kill and an ace.
All right. So, again, you know, it's funny. You look at the stat sheet, and it's a lot lighter all total for Eunice, but they were making most of their points just off the hard way, off of staying in system, with 2 or 3 hits on every point, and therefore they were not necessarily making their points off of kills. So, but both teams, again, going Lovington making the drive home, knowing that they are 0-12 on the season, still hunting their first win, but also knowing that district is where it really counts, and they're not in district yet, and they've still got, I think, 5 matches left, or 4 now. I think after this one they had 4 more. One of those will be against Hobbs, and that'll be the next time that we'll actually have them on the air, I believe, and will be presenting their match. Is they are going to be at Santa Teresa Saturday afternoon, and then up next they play Hobbs on October 8th. And Eunice, well, they are going to be at Dexter next week, and they start district on the 8th at Hagerman, and they go to 5-7 on the season. So congratulations to the Lady Cardinals, and good fight and some good work and good lessons for Lovington coming out of this one. And we hope that you've enjoyed watching and listening to your Lovington Eunice volleyball game tonight. The match presented on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. I'm Dawn Morgan with TJ Miracle, sitting in, of course, doing both the broadcasts, sitting in for the Eunice crew, Jimmy Jones and his crew, who will be back with you the next home volleyball match. And we will be presenting to you the next Lovington home match. So, TJ, any final thoughts and words on this one?
Well, just a good night for Eunice. They came out and dominated. Lovington, as you mentioned, with some things to learn. Of course, football tomorrow night. Lovington will take on Artesia from the blue turf. Looking forward to that one. It's a bye week for the Eunice Cardinals. So we've still got more sports coming this week. Keep an eye on HobbsAmerica.com and the Facebook pages.
We do. Tomorrow night, Friday Night Lights. So definitely watch for the posts and click your links and support your teams. And thank you very much to our sponsors again. And with that, we're going to say good night. Thanks again to backups back at the station. I guess monitoring.
Tiff Stuver keeping an eye on things.
Monitoring audio and video for us. We appreciate that. And that's going to do it. I'm Dawn Morgan saying so long for TJ Miracle. And you've been watching and listening to Eunice and Lovington Volleyball on Lovington Sports YouTube, Eunice Sports YouTube, and HobbsAmerica.com. Good evening and safe travels to everyone.